Buenas tardes, amigos, amigas. From Ixtlahuacan, de los Membrillos, and this end of town is pretty busy. And this is Central. I want to show you a few things. And I've been getting some new information here and there. Here's a moto taxi. And I've been coming here for a few years. And I'm always learning more every time I come here. So there's a lot of businesses down this way you could go to. Of course, these moto taxis are very inexpensive. You saw the bus at the beginning of the video. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to try to keep this in one video, but I got a lot of area to cover. So here's a small store here. Dental consultations there. They're not open yet. And here's for canines. You can see you get dog food, different things here. Carniceria. This is carniceria steak. It's a meat market. Over here, tortillas. If you hear some squeaking in the background, that's the tortilla machine where they're making the tortillas. Here's a place to get chicken here. This is where you can get chicken. And you can see a dog here. And over here is a government building. And as I was just learning something, because as I was walking by, I saw some signs inside, excuse me. I'll stabilize this better. It says 65 años. Okay, now that's the social services for seniors. 65 and older, Mexican residents. That's people born in Mexico. So that's where they can get some of their social services, 65 and older. Over here, pescaderia. It's a fish market. Okay, moving along. It's a clothing store. You can get ropas. Looks like women's clothes. And very nice. White sidewalk, smooth roads. Handicapped accessible. I can never say enough of that, I guess, huh? Laboratorio and analysis clinicos. Analysis, laboratory analysis clinics for clinics in bacterias. Okay, here's a barbershop for boys. Here's the hours. Floristeria. Looks like they have floral items and other gifts in that store here. And this really impressed me because I saw a man in here ironing. And I think you can get your clothes cleaned or tailored, rather tailored there. Here's different accessories for women. Tortas ahogadas. Those are delicious. It's not open now, but they are delicious if you try one. Someone's setting up a tent here. You can see the mountains across the way. I'm looking, these are homes here, and I don't know if there's any apartments available. I did see something, a rental up above, coming up soon, but that is for oficinas, offices only, commercial. Doceria, Bernardo, that's sweet things. Dulce, sweet. Here's a little store here, sweet things. Okay, this boutique isn't open yet. And here's a small mercado. Here. And then there's a moda. There's bicycles in here. Different mops and brooms, different things you might need. Farmacia across the street here. Beleza Profesional. That's beauty products. Beleza means beauty. So a lot of products for beauty, of beauty. And then here's a beauty professional here. And here's a school of aviation. Here on the corner up here. And then here's a Sedenta. But I look closely, it says Officina. So that's for an office. Wouldn't it be nice to live over here, huh? And here is where you can get dog food. There's also hats, different types of garments in there. Once again, that appears to be a gallery. It's not open yet. Moving along. Here's a car wash. I was down here a couple years ago, and I was talking to the man who runs that car wash. Car Wash El Camino. And more things, as we move along. This might be a 2 or 3 part video because there's a lot to cover. Carniceria, a meat market. You can see inside. They got fresh meat. Right here, barbershop that's not open yet. This looks like some type of restaurant. Here, there's tables set up in here. And looks pretty nice. Okay, move along. Tony's Barber, Farmacia, Acapulco. I was filming some driving videos and I stopped. The other day there were some Canadians out here. They were from Chapala and they came out here to visit this town. They were doing some shopping. Now, here's the place, Ropas, clothes, warm jackets, right across the street, right there. Okay, I might zigzag a little. Papeleria. Papeleria means stationery. You can get your stationery products here, which I may need to do. Come here. Seems to be more for the children, no? I kind of got a zigzag because here's a pharmacia, and here get medicines. Looking back down that way, they move along. A panaderia, which may not be open yet. Another place for clothes. Here, warm clothes. Veterinaria. You can see there's dog food in here. Let me see, move this camera down. There's dog food, looks like leashes, harnesses, things like that. And you gotta look at the hours of these stores. It's consultas, vacunas. Now vacunas, I guess they give dogs their shots. Here, accessories, if I'm not mistaken. Here's a telephone number, here's ours. And another small pharmacy right here. And here's a pizza restaurant. I wanted to go here. I never been here. I've been to quite a few of the restaurants in this town. Looks really nice. They're opening up. Victor's Pizza. Now it gives you a couple numbers to call. Now, I don't know. It says Victor's Pizza y más and more. So they got more than pizza here. Here's a cell phone number. 331, 30, 36, 454. And then there's other numbers. Okay. There's a lot here. Let me take a look inside here. Victor's Pizza. It's like a nice place. A lot of other restaurants around here. They're doing some construction up there. This video's going on 10 minutes already. And we're coming near the Plaza, where they're doing some construction. There's a souvenir store there. Other things going on here. Also, here is something. I know they have one in Chapala too. And that's Instituto Municipal de las Mujeres. That's an institute of women, or for women. So this is for women. Ixtlahuacan de los Membrillos. Okay. So Wi-Fi here. It shows you. And here's the store I was at earlier. It's got a lot of things. It's got liquor, different items. And they're doing some work in the plaza. I'll tell you about that later. Well, I should tell you now. They tore down the Casco de Musica, the bandstand. I just did a video. I went to eat lunch and came back from lunch about an hour later, and that bandstand was knocked down. And I heard they're going to put a new one up, a new Casco de Musica. Now, here's the Farmacia. Another one, let's see, and there's some clothes here. Of course, soccer balls, Super Farmacia Ceci Horario, that means the hours. So, lunes a domingo, Monday through Sunday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Muchas gracias por tu preferencia contigo desde 1987. So that's thanking you for your preference and with this establishment. So thanks for your preference. Thanks for choosing this establishment. So, in so many words. And this is a personal transport bus here. And nicely manicured bushes. Wish I could cover this. Okay, might not have to turn this into 3 videos. I'm not sure. It's going down the sidewalk here. And here's Mega Cable. This is Mega Cable up here. That's your cable company here. At least one that I know of. And here's a small store here. Here's more clothes. And it's that time of year, you're gonna need some of these. So shoes are in here too. You can get some zapateria, shoes, medical consultations, abarrotes, vinos y licores, wines and liquors here, and other things. Cerveza fría, cold beer. And here's a place called Gloria's. I did a video here about 2 years ago, and they have delicious tacos for a very good price. Now, here's a big iglesia across the street. And this video, I'm going to end at the moment. I did eat lunch down this way, about 2 blocks down. Enjoyed my lunch. And I want to say I met some expats earlier before I started making this video. I met 2 expats from Colorado, and they don't live in the town here. They live on the other side of Ixtlahuacan de los Membrillos, and that is in a fractamento called Aguas. What is it? Aguas? I can't remember the name of it. I'll get the name of it. Aguas Escondidos. Aguas Escondidos. Now, that fractamento, I'm finding out that that's where the expats live. Excuse me, they're doing some work here too. Right here at the church. And here's a Chapala bus. It's kind of a lengthy video. And I want to say, I'll tell you more about that expat information that I've been getting. And yes, it's fruits and vegetables. And yes, the expats, the ones that I'm aware of, live in that Agua Escondidos And I'll go over that way and show you where it's at. But that's where a lot of the expats live. It's kind of like, well, I'll tell you about another fractamento in another town that's similar to that. But okay, thanks for viewing. Adios amigos. Long video. Thanks for sticking with this video. And have a great day. Adios. Tap on that notification bell. You'll be notified of upcoming videos. It's a good place for tacos and gorditas right there. Tacos, great place right there, inexpensive.